It is so good to see you, and it feels so good to see a camera and talk to a camera, strangely enough. I feel like I'm back at my old stomping grounds, but not a physical place, like back to what I know doing. You know, I've done this since I was 10 years old. It's crazy. Is that a pig? Because this has been a thing since I was 10 years old, and I'm 23 now, so I've been doing this for a hot minute. I've been making videos for a hot minute. Inconsistently making videos, I will add, but let's not talk about it. Let's just let it go over your head. Anyways, I just want to talk. There's a lot to update you guys on, I feel like. Sorry, there's a gnat. Also, you might be like, Jason, why are you wearing pants? You're in Hawaii. Isn't it hot there? No. Actually, rainy season is approaching, so it's been fucking cold lately. But moving on, honestly, there wasn't a whole lot of thinking that went into my decision behind staying in Hawaii rather than moving back home like I originally planned to after a couple months. I was only supposed to be here for like 6 months, but in true Jason Oaks fashion, I canceled my flight home with literally not a single thought behind my eyes. No plan at all. Actually, no plan at all. I just couldn't bear the thought of leaving this incredible place just yet. Again, hike, beach, surf, swim, dive, eat incredible food all in the same day. It's like, what more do you want from life? But straight up, it hasn't been all rainbows and sunshine. Most of the time it actually is quite the opposite, but we'll kind of get into that a little bit later in the video. So yeah, I decided to stay like 4 months ago, so what have I been up to since then? I know the audience is dying to know. I know, guys, I know. Relax. I got a full-time job here. Ooh. I literally applied to one job at 10 p.m. one night, told myself if I get the job, I'll take it as my sign to stay. If I don't get the job, I'll take it as my sign to like go home and regroup for a couple months, figure out what's next for me. Got a call literally the next morning at like 8 a.m. Asking to come in for an interview, and then a couple days later I got hired, so everybody drop a W in the chat. And I'm an ATV tour guide, so I just kind of cruise around the most beautiful part of the island all day. Ain't no complaints, you know. I mean, okay, there are a few complaints, like it's a job on a tropical island, you know, it's not gonna be perfect. And at the end of the day, it's a job. It's not always glamorous, it's not always fun, but I'm required to make my life look as good as possible on the internet, right? Who cares? And I've actually also gotten moved up to mountain biking tours, which has been really fun, so I've been kind of learning through that, getting trained on all the trails. I've fallen quite a few times. It's kind of what I'm known for at work at this point, honestly. But I've been enjoying it a lot recently. I'm really enjoying the process of kind of learning a new sport. And the trails are honestly really sick on our property, so I kind of want to get a mountain bike in the next couple weeks and kind of get into it. There are a lot of trails around the island, and it's even something I could do back home if I decide to go back home, or just kind of anywhere if I decide to move somewhere else on the mainland or something like that. Been enjoying it. I mean, you know, it's a job, a really cool one, but still stressful, still has the days where you kind of want to set the entire place of your employment on fire, but like it's a hospitality industry job. You know how those go if you've worked in that industry, or even just customer service in general. And then other than that, just been like hiking, beaching, diving, swimming, whatever I want to do that day. Honestly, life is pretty mundane here. Me and my friend were actually talking about this the other day at Cheesecake Factory. When people message us and they're like, oh, how's Hawaii? And we're just like, pretty much like Virginia, it's just warm year round. It's just funny because you kind of realize life is going to be mundane everywhere you go. You still got to do laundry, you still got to do chores, taxes, whatever you might have to do, you know. But I'm grateful that I have the resources like this, where if I want to go hike or beach for a day, I literally just have to drive 10 minutes to an hour wherever I want to go, really. Super grateful for that. That's been really awesome. And yeah, I've also met some pretty incredible souls along the way. A lot of really cool people. I've also met some raging turds, you know, like the worst people ever. I'm not going to lie. I've also been learning a lot of lessons. A lot of painful ones at that, but a lot of really valuable life lessons. I'm learning to really stop waiting on people, and if I want something fun to happen, just make it happen, or if people don't want to do it, I just do it by myself. And that's led to a lot of really cool experiences. Like I got a trampoline for free off Marketplace, and I've been bringing it to like the beaches and stuff. Me and some people did a giant slip and slide on the beach into the ocean, which was a lot of fun. I was just tired of waiting to get invited to stuff like that, or waiting on somebody else to make those plans, so I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll be the person to make those plans, you know? And as silly as it sounds, I think it goes a little bit deeper than that. I think it's been a really good, valuable lesson on self-sufficiency, self-reliance, and stuff like that. Sorry, I'm like scratching my ankles because I'm getting eaten alive right now. And okay, this might sound really, really lame, but I think that slip and slide really marked a shift in my mindset for making these videos and making YouTube videos in general, or just content online. Because like I said, I've been doing it since I was 10, almost 13 years now. And I kind of had to get serious with myself and ask myself why I want to make videos and why I want to do cool, adventurous things. And I kind of just realized, fuck the clout, fuck the likes, fuck the comments, fuck the followers, fuck all of that. I want memories, dude. And I want to capture those memories, and I want to make videos that evoke feelings of nostalgia and just emotions in general, whether they're good or bad, because that's the duality of life. We're never always going to be happy. We're always going to be sad. We're always going to be angry. We're always going to be happy. It's just a cluster of emotions all the time. And I almost want to make it like a coming of age style narrative of me going through my life and exploring a lot of the different stages of my life, the shifts in mindset like these, and just the human condition and human existence in general. I want to capture that through my videos, and I want to do cool things because I genuinely want to experience them, and I genuinely want to capture them so I could relive those same moments. I don't want to do it because I want all the social media clicks and the clout and that external validation. And when I was at that slip and slide, I just remember sitting there with my friends, laughing, kind of living in the moment, experiencing everything, kind of had our phones down. I think in all we took one picture, and I just had my camera out. I wasn't really posting anything on my stories. I was just using my camera to capture the moments. And I didn't even capture half of it. I feel like for majority of the time, my camera wasn't even up filming anything. But I just remember looking around and seeing everybody with their phones up, like getting that Instagram clip, that TikTok reel footage. It just really felt like, and I don't want this to sound egotistical at all. Like, I don't want to sound like, oh, I view the world in such a different way. Like, I'm so much better than everybody else. No, not at all. I think everybody's in a different point in their human experience and their evolution as a person. But this was just kind of an eye-opening moment for me in this current stage of my life. It just felt like everybody was experiencing it so they could say they did something cool and look cool online rather than genuinely wanting to do it. If that makes sense. I don't know how to describe it. I feel like you get what I'm saying though. And I think I've just realized I kind of want to move away from that. I don't judge anybody who does that. It just was kind of a revelation for me, like I said. And it kind of sucks when people show up to that kind of thing and brush you off because, you know, there's influencers that show up, or there's somebody hotter to talk to, somebody cooler to talk to and stuff like that, and they don't really give you the time of day even though you spent all that time setting everything up. But that's kind of a topic for another video that I also want to dive into as well. So I'll kind of end that part there. So as a result, I kind of deleted all my social media off my phone. My profiles are still up, but I deleted all the apps. And I kind of want to exclusively create on YouTube for a little bit because, like I said, it's just been, this platform has had my heart since I was 10 years old. I don't know if I'm going to be gone forever. I might pop in here and there, but honestly, so far, it's been like 2 weeks and it's just been bliss. Oh my God, dude, it's been amazing. And like I said, I'm also learning that life is pretty mundane here. You know, I still have my days where I do laundry, I play Call of Duty all day, I don't really leave my room. And then there are also days where I go on really cool hikes. You know, it's kind of a balance. Not every day is some crazy adventure. And of course, that's another image that social media pushes a lot that I kind of want to get rid of. So yeah, like I said, it's just, my life is pretty much the same as it is in Virginia, just it's a little more beautiful and a little more warm, honestly. And I don't want to feel guilty for having lazy days anymore. And all these mundane tasks and moments are equally as beautiful as the days I hike the most iconic trails in the world, or I'm surfing the legendary North Shore and jumping off cliffs and stuff like that. It is all part of the human experience, and I feel like in this day and age, it's hard to remember that. Also, I'm pretty sure you're staring right at a rip in my jeans, right in the crotch. I apologize, I'm wearing underwear. And after that slip and slide experience, I'm kind of learning to love my solitude a little bit more and all my time alone. And knowing that when it comes to friendship, it really is quality over quantity. I don't always need to have a huge group to have fun. I don't always need to make everything a party. I'd rather just have a few people around who prioritize me, think of me, love me, and just genuinely want me around, honestly. So yeah, here's to loving your solitude a little bit more. I do want to make a little more in-depth videos on all these separate topics, but this is just kind of what's been on my mind lately. I feel like I've been going through a very transformative phase in my life. It's been really hard, but I feel like life has put me in the WWE ring, and I'm fighting for my life at this point, honestly. But yeah, it's definitely been interesting, transformative, and pretty powerful, pretty cool. So here's to loving some time by yourself.
All the windows on the second floor, where I live with all those chicks, I don't live there no more. And all your letters written in your tiny voice, telling me.
Alright, beginning the mission, the trek. It feels a little weird doing hikes and stuff by yourself. It feels a little eerie, scary. Yeah, it's a lot easier doing this trespassing stuff when you're with a buddy, a friend. It's for like safety reasons, which is why it's closed off. But very beautiful hike. I've only done it once, and I was astronomically hungover that day, so I want to experience this like fully present-minded, you know. I also have like a vague memory of this trail, and I don't really have anything to follow, so we're just gonna go for it and hope for the best.
Telling me to go and see if there was.
I'm just following this one main obvious trail, but it's getting a little wonky right now. We're definitely getting close. I'm getting excited. Plus we're getting hot, so I would love to take a cold swim right now.
I was gonna go back home. I was gonna go back home. Follow it. Please don't let me know. And all your letters deeply in my core, telling me to go and see if there was anything more. I was a believer in the bar back, baby. I was a believer in Rome. If she's not coming over lately, I was gonna go back home. I was gonna go back.
All right, what's up? Just got done swimming the swam. Schwimmity schwammigan. Schwimmity schwammy schmitty werbin Jägerman Jensen. Really nice. I forget how low-key nice it is to do stuff alone. I consider myself to be somebody who's really good at being alone. Like, being in my own space and in my own presence doesn't really bother me. I have a pretty equal relationship. Like, I enjoy being around people just as much as I enjoy being by myself. But usually when I'm by myself, I'm just in my room doing work or like watching TV, playing Xbox, stuff like that. I don't really actually go out and do stuff by myself. Like, I don't go to the movies. Sometimes I'll go out and eat by myself, but that literally just means going to McDonald's and like getting a Big Mac. I don't actually do any activities by myself that much anymore. And I forget how nice it is. Not really worry about anyone else, just being in your own presence, enjoying your own company. All right, I think my time at the falls has come to a close. I don't want to get stuck after sunrise has gone down, so I'm gonna make the trek back. It's always a bit of a bummer leaving places like this because, you know, you just wish you could stay a little longer, no matter what. No matter how long you've been chilling, hanging out, parting ways is always, it's a little sad, you know what I mean? But once again, grateful that these kind of things are at my disposal whenever I want to be immersed in nature and enjoying the beauty of this planet. All right, I am a little off trail here, I think. My depth perception is also severely off right now because I have one contact in. Given how my days kind of look now, it's kind of easy to understand my decision behind staying here rather than going back home. My days just kind of consist of living in a beautiful place, sleeping in a beautiful bed, going through walks through beautiful places, eating incredible food. My bed is a beautiful place to sleep because I am alone in it. I try my best to care for people as deeply as possible. I cry a lot through both pain and pleasure. And I don't apologize for that anymore. Every day I step outside, I'm just thankful for another day here. And just another day to be alive, honestly. And trust me, it took a while to arrive at this mindset in this place in my life, but it's been worth it, for sure. Definitely been worth it. And with all that being said, kind of on that note, here's a note to myself that I wrote when I was having a particularly rough night. It's time to uncomplicate your heart. Be here, be present, embrace your own journey. You're a good thing just the way you are. There's so much beauty and wonder to be found right where you are. Life is actually beautiful and you do have the time. It has not forgotten you, it holds you in its hand and won't let you fall. Sheesh, Shakespeare over here, am I right, guys?